Could this be the camera system that pulls you away from full frame and brings you into APS-C? Let's find out. What's up guys, I'm Bobby and we are back talking about the all-new Fujifilm X-H2S. It's just been announced, but we've had our hands on this camera twice. Once in April and once in the middle of May as we're recording this video right now. Now, during both of these times, these have been pre-production firmware. I mean, I could say the body's pretty much final, but the firmware has been buggy, error issues, sometimes focusing, but the performance has been absolutely spectacular from what we've experienced thus far. Now, we're partnering up with Ivan Joshua Loh, who's a Fujifilm ambassador here in Singapore. We've done videos with him in the past, and with the great support from Fujifilm Singapore as well, we have all the accessories, we have the new lenses, we're gonna take the camera through its paces, and we're gonna do that right now. So let's go back in time to middle April with Ivan and see how this camera performs with flash, with tracking at 40 frames per second. Let's check it out. You know, it's great not to have to work, proportion this review, hang out, let Ivan do all the heavy lifting with the X-H2S, with Rita, the beautiful model. I'm just looking over Zacky and making sure that his lens doesn't have dust on it. It's a nice day. It's actually a really nice day, Zacky. Look at the view out here. Look at this, it's really nice. It's nice. We just need a nice drink up here, hang out. Hey, Ivan, what are you doing? So that's Ivan right there. He's trying out the new 150 to 600. How do you feel with that lens, Ivan? You feel invincible?
Yep.
Size matters. I'm just gonna hang out today, Zacky. How you feeling right now, Zach? Zach, you really got in shape, man. You really lost a lot of weight, man. Been at the gym?
Take a look.
Wow, look at that. Wait a second, this is interesting.
What?
It's picking up, you're at 150 only.
Yeah. Go all the way, man.
It's picking up the faces of Joe and it's picking up the eye tracking from here. Wait a second. You can't even see the eye through the EVF. The faces are black and it's picking up the eye. I'm just gonna put it out there, man. This is very close to Sony. Very close to Sony. Very close to what we see from Sony and Canon right now. We're getting this in the X-H2S, which changes the landscape entirely now for Fujifilm users out there that are in sports photography, wildlife photography, or even fashion photography, what you're doing right here. This is awesome. I mean, here's the one thing though that I wish with this camera system, right? Is that it was more than 26 megapixels for this X-H2S. Wish it was at least 32. You know, because I feel like we've been in that 24, 26 range for Fujifilm for a number of years already with the X-T4, the X-H1, you know, all the other APS-C camera systems. But this is a BSI sensor, right?
It is.
So that's something new. Better low light performance. We're seeing the better autofocusing in this, of course, updated internals on this, processor, all that great stuff. So it does, I mean, there's some benefits to this. And then the question is, do you need more than 26 megapixels?
Joe. Yep.
Rita, fly the dress! Hey, Joe, you don't have to fly anymore. Just pose, just ask her to pose. See, I'm good, right? See, I'm very good at this. Glad I could help out. The American comes in and just becomes very loud. Obviously, you would use a monopod for the win for this, but the fact that the OIS in the lens and then paired with the IBIS inside of the X-H2S, it's good.
It's in the shadow.
Yeah, I know, and it's locked on the face, right?
Yeah. It's amazing, huh?
It's really good.
600.
Wow.
Give me a credit card again.
Okay, question, Ivan.
Yeah.
Putting you on the spot here. You're
What?
a GFX user,
Yeah.
medium format.
Yeah.
Where do you see the X-H2S coming into your camera bag?
As a commercial photographer,
Yes.
maybe I'll wait for the 40 megapixel actually.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I think the extra is important to me.
Yeah.
Low light is not my kind of thing because commercially everything's in control.
Right.
So the megapixel is more important to me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the extra 14 megapixel means a lot to me.
Right.
Yeah.
But will we get that same autofocusing system?
I'm very happy.
I mean, but will we get that in the 40 megapixel version?
Right.
Because we don't know that yet, right?
No, I don't.
So that's the thing. So here's the question, I'm gonna put this to you. Hypothetically, the 40 megapixel, just more megapixels, but you don't get that great autofocusing system that you're getting out of this.
Okay.
Which would you choose?
26.
26, right?
Yeah, I can use that for sports.
Right.
Any fast moving things.
Right.
I think it's
So
perfect.
there's versatility. So then you use the 100S for your portrait shots, your commercial work.
Right.
Sports, anything fast action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
this would be it.
Like a
actually.
running squirrel across the street.
Yeah, why not?
It happens.
Yeah.
Comes
Yeah.
across sometimes.
Yeah.
There we go.
My life is complete.
But if the 40 megapixel has the autofocusing system,
I'll go for the 40.
gotta go for it. Gotta go
Yeah,
for it.
yeah. Hopefully it's not more expensive though.
I don't know. Do you
Yeah,
know?
I don't know.
Shouldn't be, right?
What?
Shouldn't be, right? Should be about the same. Fuji, would you charge more for the 40 megapixel?
I don't know.
If it's not as fast as the S though. Because the S stands for speed, I'm guessing, right?
I don't know. Some say it's sexy.
It is a sexy camera. It's a
Yeah.
very sexy camera. It's a really sexy camera. I gotta hand it. This is a very nice built camera. It is small,
Yeah.
but the grip feels fantastic.
I know the grip. Yeah.
The grip is
yeah,
great.
Yeah.
We just need the external grip, which we're gonna feature later on in this video.
Yep.
The external grip with the fan.
Exactly.
All the great stuff. Okay. All right.
All right, man.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Okay, we're now at Sentosa Beach. As you can see, I'm in my beach wear. Ivan is as well. And we're gonna test the 40 frames per second with the Rita running here. We've got the 150 to 600 with the 1.4 teleconverter on this. So essentially we're around max, if you're comparing it to, let's say, a full frame focal length, around 11 to 1200 millimeters at its longest focus distance on this. So it'll be about f11 when we convert it with the teleconverter on this as well. Now right now, because this is a pre-production camera, one of the features that we're seeing happen, or let's say featured, but one of the incidences we're seeing happen is actually the buffering isn't really as optimal as it should be yet.
Yes, yeah.
This I'm guessing will be fixed when the final release comes. Again, we're shooting this April 12th. The camera will be announced on May 31st, so there's gonna be a lot of firmware updates between them, but you can get some burst shots out of there, right?
We just got updated today, actually.
Yeah, we did get an update today.
Yeah.
It's improved it from what I tested yesterday, but still there is some buffering happening on this. We're using a UHS-2 card as well as a CF Express Type B card. But I gotta tell you, beautiful. Backlight, she looks absolutely stunning in this. The eye tracking, even with the teleconverter, is still spot on. So if you guys are worried about that, especially if you're into birding or wildlife photography or just want to shoot models as we're doing here at the beach at 1200 millimeters, you know,
Yeah.
essentially with a full frame focal length on that.
Exactly. I'm enjoying it. The AF is good. It locks in, as far as I'm concerned at this point, but we need to test it out a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll prefer with a grip though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we're gonna do next. So what we're gonna do is, because we've had the camera so far in advance, I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll kind of regroup a few weeks or a week or two before
Yep.
the launch. We'll test out the video a little bit more for you guys out there, 4K 120, 6K, see what else that Fujifilm puts in with the firmware updates.
Yep.
With the battery grip
Yep.
and the fan,
That'll be interesting.
the fan attachment to
Yep.
that, as well as the wireless transmitter that's
At the
on
back
grip,
here, actually.
which is cool.
Yeah.
That's the first we've ever seen on a camera like this. You actually can put a fan to the back of this.
Yeah, I think it's charged via this little slot here.
Which is, people always say they wanted their cameras cooler. Fujifilm said, well, we'll just give you a fan. So
There you go.
we'll test it out. So with that, guys, we'll go check back with you in a few weeks' time, which right now will be in about now. As you saw, the images of Rita were absolutely beautiful. The teleconverter with the all-new 150 to 600 is fantastic. Even the 150 to 600 without the teleconverter is very sharp, high-performing lens. Yes, a little slower in the aperture, but still really good. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it through its video paces because, of course, Fujifilm is touting 6K video. Of course, it's a 3x2 format, 6K up to 30. You have ProRes HQ 422 inside of this, 10-bit 422 as well. So you're really getting some high-quality video specs in this, along with a great new autofocusing algorithm in this as well. We've got a cooling fan on the back of this camera, which allows you to record up to 1 hour continuously. So if you're worried about overheating, Fujifilm has already thought about that. We're gonna run it through its paces, the all-new 18 to 120 f4 power zoom lens, which is designed for video as well. So Zacky, let's have some fun. Let's test some video.
Here at Geek Culture, we love our keyboards, especially with the all-new Logitech MX Keys Mini. An elegant and functional keyboard, its ultra-responsive rounded keycaps are super stable and quiet for more productivity. There are buttons to enable dictation, microphone audio control, and emojis. The backlit keys illuminate when you get close and matches the lighting of the environment you're in. It lasts up to 10 days on a full charge or 5 months with the backlights turned off. To find out more about the Logitech MX Keys Mini and their latest range of products, head over to logitech.com.
Hey guys, Zacky here. Hope you loved that segment. It was a lot of fun with the Fuji X-H2S, and I'm gonna break down the scene here and give my thoughts on the video capabilities of the camera. So we had the Fuji X-H2S on the DJI RS2 gimbal with the power zoom lens, and that was basically it. No ND filters, nothing, and I gotta say I'm really impressed. Now looking here, I've isolated this sequence, and if we go to the effect controls here on the top left, you can see that I've not done any color corrections whatsoever or any color grading. This is straight out of the camera. Alright, and the only thing I did was to add a 235 crop bars to give a more cinematic feel. That's pretty much it. Alright, and of course the last shot was shot with the DJI Mini 3 Pro. Thought it would be nice to, end it with such a lovely shot, and yeah, really loving this drone so far. Now I'm really impressed with how this camera handles exposure and dynamic range, especially when it came to this segment here, where you see the whites of the car and Bobby's black shirt. I mean, it just handles it so well, and even the horizon with the city skyline in the background. It just shows how well the sensor performs, and if you take a look, the whites here, the black on Bobby's shirt, and even his skin tone is all well exposed. It balances out really well, and I can tell I won't be able to get the same effect with the Sony A7 III for that matter. Color-wise, I was using the classic chrome filter on the Fuji X-H2S. I just love the color profile. I think any Fuji owner would understand why. And if you think about it, it's you don't need LUTs anymore with this, so it just saves you time on the back end to just assemble your whole sequence and edit it. I was a little bit of a skeptic when it came to the power zoom lens, but once you blow it up on the bigger screen, you can actually see the sharpness and quality. So you can probably tell that the autofocus it was still iffy at the time of this recording. Yeah, it does jitter back and forth a little bit, but throughout my shoot, I think this only happened about 30 or 40% of the time. But again, this is a pre-production camera, so you can expect the updates to roll out eventually when it comes to the autofocus. Yeah, the cooling fan really helps a lot. Mind you, again, this was 40 degrees Celsius weather. We didn't even use the camera yet. We took it out of the bags. The moment we turned it on, it was hot, it was overheating. But once you add that cooling fan in, we were able to shoot for 1 hour straight with no breaks. Love this camera so far. I think I'll definitely use this for travel vlogs and photos and videos, so it will be a great companion for travel where you don't want to pack a lot of gear. Alrighty, that covers the breakdown of the timeline for the Volkswagen Tiguan montage. Hope you enjoyed that one, and let's go back and see Bobby and Ivan's final thoughts.
So it's been an interesting video, Ivan, I must say. Something different for us. I mean, because we literally had the camera 2 months in advance. For the first part of this video, we were shooting in April with Rita, which was interesting.
It is.
Zacky really enjoyed it, right, Zacky?
I'm sure he is.
He enjoyed it.
Yeah.
He even kind of took his shirt off during one of the
Exactly, yeah. For his portfolio, I guess.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
During that time, of course, we're testing out the teleconverter with the new 150 to 600 lens.
Correct, that's right.
And then, of course, but this was a beta firmware, so buffering really wasn't that good. Autofocusing was good, but there was some error messages coming up on the camera every now and then, and it would kind of revert back to RAW or go to JPEG, vice versa.
Yes.
Now we're May. What is the date today, Zacky? May
18.
18. May 18.
Yeah.
About 2 weeks to launch of this camera, to the announcement of it. Firmware's been updated. What have been your thoughts thus far with the recent release of the firmware?
I love the improvement after the firmware.
Yeah.
Autofocus is a lot more accurate, faster, precise,
Yeah.
and it's quick.
I agree.
It's like what I told you earlier, it's like a mini beast.
It is. I mean, comparing to other cameras we've used out there, I would say it's very comparable to what Sony's offering in terms of its speed and consistency. I mean, again, we're still getting updates from Fujifilm as we go along. It's improving, but it is improved greatly.
Do you think that the X-H2S will now finally be on the same level as the Hall of Fame for all those high-speed cameras from other manufacturers?
I think we're right there. I think we're in the same league. I really do. And I think this is something that a lot of Fujifilm users have been waiting for.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, the X-T4 did a great job, you know what I mean? And the GFX100S, well, medium format, still is fantastic. But this does raise the bar. I mean, it can detect motorcyclists by the helmet. It can detect cars, birds, animals.
That's right. Trains,
people, all that stuff. And it does a great job with it. Let's talk image quality for a second, because you've shot a lot of images, and I've shot some, but tell me about your thoughts on the image quality.
I don't think there's any vast improvement on the image quality. I think they're both 26.
Yeah.
I think probably it's a low light, there'll be some improvement, especially the help with the stack sensor for autofocus.
Sure.
Other than that, I don't think there's a huge improvement as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
I've not really checked between the old sensor and the current sensor.
Right.
But in terms of image quality, in terms of speed, it has improved a lot.
Yeah, I mean, and also a lot of it has to do with the lenses, because we're using the newer lenses, which are designed to resolve more. So effectively, a 26 can look like a 30 plus megapixel image, which is something that I noticed that really when you use, let's say, the 33 1.4, this new 150 to 600, they're fantastic lenses, and even this new power zoom lens that we're actually recording on right now.
I love it. I tried a couple of times with the new 18 to 120 f4.
Yeah.
I love the power zoom.
It's good, right?
You can control the speed of the zoom.
Yes, and there's a ring on the lens, unlike a switch that other power zoom manufacturers use. We won't name names, Sony, but actually it's a ring, so it allows you to control the speed of it, which is much better.
I enjoy doing that. Even though I use it for photography, I think it's quite fun. Like to zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out.
Exactly. Yeah. Video-wise, I got to say, I think the video quality is impressive. I mean, Fujifilm's always done really good on video, and I think a lot of people, you know, they always think of the big three: Nikon, Canon, Sony for video. Canon and Sony for the most part. But Fujifilm, the image quality coming out of it is fantastic. It's something that I tested with the GFX100S, the X-T4, and the X-H2S to me. I mean, you've got ProRes options in this now, you've got 4K 120, but we're still getting some errors with the 4K 120, so we weren't able to really test that out 100% here, but you got a cooling fan on the back of this now to reduce the heat, to record for up to 1 hour consistently.
It's very quiet, even at high speed.
It is, I can't even hear it right now, it's on the camera. You know, Zacky's still sweating, so it's not really cooling Zacky off. But I mean,
that's something I'll let HQ talk about it.
I agree.
To improve on it.
You know, the photographer needs to be cool.
Yeah, both sides, you know, just the camera and the photographer.
But to wrap things up here a bit, where do you think this camera sits? Do you think an APS-C camera, 26 megapixels, now 40 frames per second, 6K video, 4K 120, the design, where do you think this sits in the camera market?
I think Fuji has arrived in terms of making the ultimate camera for APS-C. That's why it's called the beast to me. There's nothing this camera cannot do.
True.
In terms of speed, low light, the way it focuses, the way it locks, whether you're from the birding community or you just as a commercial photographer, you're a hybrid photographer, you do both video and photography, this will be it.
I agree. It's actually, it is a true hybrid camera, which I think we're seeing as the new phase into this, is that camera manufacturers who don't have a cinema line per se, but are really trying to encapsulate all the video qualities they can. Of course, you know, maintaining heat and you know, all that, and you know, performance of it, but also with the autofocusing. And I think the X-H2S has done a tremendous job in that. If there's any improvements in this, I just wish it was 30 plus megapixels. I know there's a 40 megapixel version coming out.
Is it?
But yeah, I mean, well, we already know it's already been announced.
Okay.
At the time of this video, it's been announced. You know. It would have been nice to see a 30 plus megapixel just to sort of differentiate from the 26 that we've been using for the past number of years from Fujifilm. That would be my only issue with this. Outside of it, the body design is fantastic. The grip is phenomenal. The options for video are there. The autofocusing has improved tremendously. I love the size of it.
Two options for grip, right?
2 options, yeah. So we have one with Wi-Fi, one without.
That's right.
We have the Wi-Fi version.
They look exactly the same.
Yeah, I mean, it's just if you need Wi-Fi. If you don't, then just get the standard grip. But they've done a great job with that. You can put 2 batteries inside of it, plus the battery inside the camera. So I think Fujifilm has made a hell of a camera here. They really have. And we're not paid. Well, I'm not paid for sponsor. I mean, obviously he's an ambassador, so hence the shirt. But I mean, my honest opinion, I was really impressed with this camera.
I am too. I mean, as an ambassador, I've tried many Fujifilm cameras, but this is the one that blew me away. In terms of its ability, the capability, as a truly hybrid professional camera.
All right.
I love it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's our first impressions on the X-H2S. Of course, this is all pre-production firmware, so when we do get final firmware, we may revisit the camera in the near future. With that, guys, follow us on Facebook, subscribe to the channel. Also, Ivan, what's your Instagram and what's your website?
Instagram is FujiFanBoys.
Yep.
Yep.
And your website?
Website is pixelfly.com. That's my own website.
All right. Follow him as well. With that, guys, take care, stay safe. We'll chat to you very soon.